Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2008 adventure comedy animated musical film Horton Hears a Who. So this is from Blue Sky Animation. This is extremely loosely based on the Horton Hears a Who book by Dr. Seuss. And I have problems with this because the story is very changed from the book. But then also, in comparison, you have this being random music throughout, technically, but then there's like a musical number at the end, kind of. So, like, if you're doing a musical Seuss production, why not do the movie version of the 2000 Broadway show Seussical, which is a musical that was on Broadway based on Horton Hears a Who and various other Dr. Seuss books. You have the Cat in the Hat narrating the Horton stories. You get Horton Hears a Who, and then Horton hatches the egg. And you get Whoville, you get Jungle and Newell characters. You know, I did so many runs of that production at a theater on the island, and I was a Wickersham brother. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why you make this movie and not make it the Seussical movie. It just is. It's strange because you added that weird Katie character has no relevance in the Horton Hears a Who book, nor the musical Seussical. So, like, I'm still bitter about it. All these years later, this came out in 2008. Here we are in 2024, and I'm still pitted about it. It's cute, it's fun, it's whimsical, but it's just frustrating because you start out with on the 15th of May in the jungle of Newell in the heat of the day in the cool of the pool. And it's just, when you're immersed in musical theater for quite some time and you're well aware of a musical version of a book, and that has a very specific song, on the 15th of May, in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool, he was splashing, enjoying the jungle's great joys, when Horton the elephant heard a small noise. Help! Help! And when you read the Horton Hears a Who book, you have to sing it because it's word for word. And then in the beginning of this, they do it, but it's not to the song. And I'm like, I have to remind myself, this is not Seussical the musical. This is the 2008 movie Horton Hears a Who. And I have problems with it because it's just, it loses its charm. It loses its magic. In comparison, I don't like the newest, the Grinch film. And I love Dr. Seuss stories. I don't like the newest Grinch film with Benedict Cumberbatch because it wasn't whimsical, it wasn't magical as the 2000 Jim Carrey film was, as the book is. So it's just certain people redo stuff with their own spin on it. And I don't get it because you have source material, use the source material. Why are we doing yet another version of something that's already been established? It's just a little strange to me. I don't get it. Why don't just revisit something that's already been established? I'm still waiting on a movie version of Seussical. It's going to be incredible whenever it happens because the music is incredible. I don't get it. 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 I think the voice cast was great, and that's my issue with this particular film, is that the voice cast is incredible. Jim Carrey as Horton is wonderful. Steve Carell as the mayor of Whoville is incredible. And then you have Jesse McCartney randomly as JoJo, who is incredible. So, like, it's Jamie Lee Curtis as a kangaroo, but it works so well with the voice cast. And I don't like how they tweaked the story to eventually have Horton tied up and eventually threaten, throwing the clover with the speck of Whoville into the hazelnut oil. But, getting there annoyed me. Beginning is fine, ending is fine. The middle, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I love this. The message at the end is still the same. We're greater in numbers, and then JoJo's yop puts it over the top. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But make it the Seussical musical movie. When is that happening? If I had a production company, bro, like this would have been made a decade ago. Like, it's mind-boggling why certain projects that have so much potential and marketability, especially within regards to toys, why things are not made. I don't get it. I don't get it. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.